Hello, my fellow Stonework players. Today, I want to be giving you a tour of my personal nation, velanin. So far, velanin is not a big nation, so I want to have to show that much off. Hopefully, in the future, I'll be able to show off more. So, I will show you the first stop of our destination, the docks. Now, the docks don't have anything too interesting about them. We don't have any ships, and they're pretty boring. Besides one thing, they have our leaders' shops. So if you join our nation, you can support our nation by selling ores, potions, cactus, all that stuff. Now let's head over to where should I show you next? I'll show you the library next. So this is just a more quicker route to get to it. I personally like. Here's our library. It's still in working progress. Like right now, it's in construction. Used to be open, but not anymore. Here is our less developed areas right now. We're still building more houses, and of course our future forts that will hopefully be the main defense of our nation. Of course, we have what almost all nations should have, a factory for armor and weapons, and all our other citizens' houses over here. I personally think they have some pretty good views of the ocean. Hold on, give me a minute. Over there is something that less people will have unless you're a hard worker for our nation. That is the secondary storage. So pretty much we put the more important stuff like armor sets, potions, weapons, and other stuff in here. Only very special people for velanin has this, like miniatures. Now, if you do join our nation, what you will have access to is the public storage. Nothing too important here. Trees, crops. You have some mob drops over here and stone. As you can tell, it is decently organized. And connected to our storage is the VIC that you will also have access to, and a enchanting table. Over here we have the cactus part, and down here you have access to the farms and some cows. So far we haven't worked too much on that part of the VIC. Now, over there, there's pretty much nothing. Still a very undeveloped area, but is getting some progress in it soon. Now, before I show you this area, I'll show you where, if you join, the main area you will probably be living in. This is controlled by one of our houses, or is mainly worked on by one of the houses, as you can see from their flag. And I will explain what houses are later in this video. But as you can see, this is where most likely will be living. And there's one of our citizens. Let's go say hello. Or he'll just run off. It's fine. This is where most likely you'll be spending a lot of time on if you like to be active. Number one, it has most of the shops, like the book, my potion shop, and all these other houses, and more like shops, but still kind of houses. As you can see, we have a pretty decent church. This boat mainly is worshipped by Gonfis, but we do plan on expanding it later because we just bought some more land to work with. As you know, over there is where the library is at in the fort. Now, there's also a small chance, to North Sheep, that you could be living in pretty much the alley of velanin. And of course, because it's the alleyway, it has its own gang. Don't trust these guys, they're very violent. Now, I'm going to start going into more detailed stuff, or not detail, but like the political side of velanin. Now, in velanin, we have classes. Um, each class will give you more power, or there's more unique stuff you can get. So we have three, as I said. We have number one. Um, no, not number one. Number three, or class three, is what you start off with. You get a house. You don't get to set up a shop yet. But if you can spend a week in our nation and work with it and donate 10K to the nation, you can be upgraded to set a class. Set a class, you can, for example, buy one of these houses. You can rent out your own shop that you will be renting from the nation itself. Sorry for the cut. You also can start actually joining the government. You have the chance to become a minister. Like for me, I'm set a class and I'm the minister of recruitment. That's why I'm making this video. After that, you become first class. Now, first class is pretty important should be important to you. It gives you the main ability to make a house if you give 1K to the government. I mean, wrong thing. If you donate 100K, and you donate or you do a big project for velanin and play for a month, you become a first class citizen. And of course, you get to make a house. So when you make a house, what can you do? Well, you pretty much get to make your own claim for it, or you have a very high chance to be able to make your own claim. But mainly, they're pretty much political parties. Not really, but kind of are, because we're a monarchy. But if you control 3 claims, you have 3 people in your house, and each one of them at least owns 1 claim, and they have to be right next to each other. You can technically become your own vassal of velanin. And if you can prove that you're not an idiot and you can actually help out velanin, you can form your own independent nation. Now, I hope you have a nice day. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and take a second to think about joining velanin. And thank you for watching my video.